What is up, everybody? It is your boy Maldi. We're coming in today with a video about all the returning Pokemon in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet's Indigo Disc DLC. Before we get into the video today, guys, I really did just want to give a huge thank you to everybody who has shown support to the channel. Whether you subscribed, liked my videos, or even just watched it. You have shown so much support. My subscriber count has boomed. I'm just really thankful. With that being said, everybody, today we're looking at a little graphic. These are all the Pokemon that don't include the new ones, so you're not going to see Roaring Thunder, anything like that, but these are all the Pokemon that are returning in the DLC. Now, one thing you're going to notice is every single starter Pokemon that is, exists is in this DLC. So at some point, and I know it's in this big dome and whatever, with all these little biomes in it, you're going to find all the starter Pokemon in there at some point. And that has me super excited. I can't get over that. We also have a nice roster of Pokemon. We're seeing the Hitmon Pokemon coming back. We got Dewgong, that's so cool. Metagross, my boy Blitzel, and then just some Pokemon that I think are going to be competitive staples. We're going to get into that in a minute. But go ahead and take a look at all the Pokemon that you see here. There's going to be a lot of unknowns, I guess I will say, and I don't mean the Pokemon. It's hard to say whether some of these Pokemon are going to actually be really good or really bad. It all depends on if they get some of the DLC moves. So, Blaziken. Two things that are going to make or break it is if it gets better moves and how well terrestrialization will benefit it, right? Because a lot of Pokemon have been made way better with terrestrialization. So for instance, Como-O. Como-O used to be really weak because there was so many fairy types in the metas, and now that it can terrestrialize, into a steel type or a poison type, etc. This Pokemon is one of the best right now. In Regulation E, it is November 16th, so we're still in Regulation E as of this video being made. However, everybody, I made a list of Pokemon that I know for a fact are going to be good. You will see these Pokemon in, whether it's singles or VGC. It's hard to say which ones are going to be good or better in which ones. But so for instance, if we go to this info graphic, this showdown thing, right here we have Metagross. I know Metagross for a fact is going to be good. It does not want to show me its moves. That's crazy. It's because I'm not in the thing. Just looking at the stats though, for instance, this thing is really bulky. It's got nice bulk. This typing is incredible. Steel and Psychic. Not to mention the fact that you can Terra into a defensive typing. So, this thing's weak to Dark, Ghost, Fire, Ground. You could do a flying type Terra. You could do a Dark type Terra. There's so many things you can do, and it's got the bulk to back it up. So you will see this Pokemon a whole bunch. It's got Clear Body, so no Intimidates. And especially with the items that they have now, this thing's going to be really good. Another one is Blaziken, just because it has the speed boost ability. It can terrestrialize to cover the weaknesses that it has to, water and flying and etc. This Pokemon's going to be, it's a little harder to say with Blaziken, but I know it's going to be pretty good. We have Porygon. Porygon's always been good. Some people like to use download. Some people like to do analytic, where if you're slower and you go last in a turn, your moves are boosted, which is crazy for a Pokemon with base 60 speed. Put in a Violite on it, and this thing is bulky. And then last but not least, anyone who plays VGC knows that Incineroar is one of the best, if not the best, support Pokemon. This thing just has incredible stats for what it does, supporting. So you can just invest into, its bulk. This thing, even though you can't see it right now, this thing has an incredible move pool with, Fake Out to stop a lot of opponents on that first turn. You get Parting Shot to safely bring in another Pokemon. We're talking VGC, by the way. And then it just has access to, like, Darkest Lariat, Flare Blitz, etc., etc. And now it has Terastallization. So I do see this thing mostly doing, like, defensive Terra types. So maybe it'll do, you know, I don't know, Ghost. To block the fire, the fighting type weakness. It's hard to say. Some people might run like fire or dark to like get a really good hit off or something. They might even invest a little bit into the attack. Really hard to say, but these are 4 Pokemon that I know for sure, 100% in this graphic that are going to be good. Yeah, and I mean, there's going to be some really fun Pokemon to use. I know a lot of people might not like them, but you know, we have like Dewgong. We have dude, Rhydon, dude, that's so cool. Lapras, that's a fan favorite. And like I said, the starters. I mean, Meganium is a Pokemon I'm gonna be trying to make work, especially now that we can Terastallize it. It's notorious for being bad. In gameplay, playthroughs, in competitive, Meganium just, no one likes Meganium. And I don't think it's deserved, man. I love my boy Meganium, dude. We already have Typhlosion, but for Ralligator, you're going to see a lot of Dragon Dancers. If you see this Pokemon, it's hard to say. It was never that good, but, you know. Granbull, a Pokemon we haven't seen in a long time. Caught a shiny one in Pokemon Go, so I'm excited to bring it over to Scarlet and Violet and use it. That's going to be so fun. One of the biggest ones, I guess I did forget to include this in the graphic, guys, is Smeargle. Smeargle is, if you guys don't know, yeah, it has terrible stats. Most people kind of just do this. But this, and yeah, it has Moody too, that's crazy. But this Pokemon has a move called Sketch. And as long as it is in battle with another Pokemon, and I think that other Pokemon has to use the move first. Let's say, for instance, Darkrai, you know, the move Dark Void, where it puts the Pokemon to sleep. This is a good example, I guess. If this Pokemon is in battle with Darkrai, and Darkrai uses Dark Void, even if it misses, I think, whatever, this Pokemon uses Sketch, and it turns that move into Dark Void. So now it knows Dark Void. So this thing can learn any move. It can learn Judgment from Arceus. It can learn Electro Drift from Miraidon. This thing will learn any move. It can learn Spores. So this was always one of the best Pokemon in VGC just because it can use any move. I totally, that zipped my mind when I was looking through this. But yeah, you'll see that plenty. You're gonna see Smeargle everywhere. I know it. And then some lesser. I mean, we have Flygon too. Flygon's a good Pokemon, and maybe with Terastallization, it'll be better. Maybe. I don't know. It's hard to say. If it gets better moves, yeah, this thing will be seen a lot more. I know it. But, yeah, then I just went over Metagross. We have the fossils from Sinnoh. Dude, I love Rampardos. Bastiodon's cool too, but this one I really want to try out. Nothing too notable. I mean, Porygon Z is going to be another one I think you'll see in, like, VGC a bit. Who knows how much. And then you have, like I said, the starters from Gen 5. I don't know. This guy is kind of, like, ugly to me, to be honest. This one I'm excited for. And Superior could even be seen quite a bit. We got, excuse me. We have Zebstrika. Thinking about doing a video on him, actually. He's a really cool Pokemon, but he's not good competitively. Just the move pool and the stats are not that good. Excadrill you'll see quite a bit, as for Whimsicott. I'm not seeing anything else that's really going to be notable in this. We already have the Gen 6 starters. Yeah, you're going to see Incineroar everywhere. Just, you know, I am telling you, brace yourselves, everybody. And then, yeah, there's really nothing new. There's really nothing that new. Alchemy. We're getting Alchemy. I mean, awesome, right? We're getting the whipped cream Pokemon. Put it in my coffee, baby. Yeah, so that's kind of it for the video. These are all the returning Pokemon. Kind of just went over all the Pokemon that I think you're going to be seeing competitively in battle. But if you have any of your favorites here, feel free to use them. That is kind of the magic of Pokemon, right? They don't have to be the best to use them. And if you're winning with them, you are a G. You are a straight G. I actually had a quick tab as well. These were a few Pokemon I wanted to use. Doesn't look like I can look at their moves right now. Maybe it's because they are illegal in the current format in Showdown. If you don't know this, PokemonShowdown.com. It's like a Pokemon battle simulator. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe another time we'll kind of go over these, especially once the DLC's out. Hitmonlee is going to be a really fun one for me because I love the Unburdened normal gem set where you use like Fake Out. But that's kind of it, guys. I guess if you like the video, just hit that like button, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be doing a lot more in-depth videos, detailed videos of specific Pokemon in battle. Just things like that. The channel does that, but since I came across this graphic, I wanted to make a quick video about it. Here you are. These are all the returning Pokemon, not the new ones. So, Iron Crown, which is Cobalion's future Paradox form, is not shown here. Raikou past one isn't shown. And then, I mean, obviously, we're going to have Terrakion's future form and Entei's past form. So, those aren't shown. The other, the Loyal 3 from the Teal Mask DLC, it said there's another legendary. That's not shown. Terrapagos is not shown. And Diplin as an evolution. If you didn't know, Diplin can use a Violite, which means it gets an evolution, and it's kind of been leaked. Go ahead and look for yourself. I'm not showing it on my video. But these are the Pokemon not shown. But if you guys like the video, like I said already, just hit that like button, subscribe. I don't normally just do like quick videos like this, but I wanted to make one today. So, yeah, and thank you so much for the support, guys. I really appreciate it. You can probably catch me on a couple streams this weekend. And with that being said, guys, peace. Love you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.